Old sports car for sale, only $700. Says it's a Lamborghini, belonged to my late husband, just wants it gone. Is this still available? I can come today with cash.
You must be here about the car. He passed 3 months ago. The car, though, I just want someone who'll appreciate it like he did.
I promise I'll restore it properly, ma'am.
Won't be forgotten.
I can't believe this is real. A genuine Lamborghini Countach, sitting here for 15 years, forgotten.
This is worse than I thought, but it's rebuildable.
I'll give you $700 cash right now, and I promise you'll see photos of it restored.
Keep $200. Use it for the restoration. $500 is enough for me.
Dude, I can't believe you actually found a real Countach for $500. Even in this condition, the chassis alone is worth $30K. I know.
Frame looks okay, man. The body's rough, but this thing is savable.
This is going viral, man.
Barn find count.
Is that real?
What are you gonna do with it?
It absolutely is. We're gonna restore it completely.
Is that real? What are you gonna do with it?
It is real. We're about to start the restoration process.
Is that real? What are you gonna do with it?
It is real. We're about to start the restoration process.
All right, let's bring this legend back to life.
All right, let's bring this legend back to life.
This is rarer than I thought. This isn't just a Countach, this is an early one. Holy hell. This is rarer than I thought. This isn't just a Countach, this is an early one. Holy hell.
Engine rebuild, $15,000 if I outsource it, $8,000 if I do it myself. Body and paint, $12,000 for professional work.
Day one. Let's take this thing apart. Day one. Let's take this thing apart.
Only 19 more to go, then about 10,000 more bolts after that.
Only 19 more to go, then about 10,000 more bolts after that. Only 19 more to go, then about 10,000 more bolts after that.
Day one is done. I know it doesn't look like much progress, but this is how these projects start. Slow, methodical. Here's to the journey.
Let's see what we're dealing with under here.
Day two begins, removing all 4 wheels. Let's see what we're dealing with under here.
Surprisingly solid. The frame is good. I was worried about rust through, but this is all surface level. We can save this.
Oh man, that's bad. This oil has been sitting 15 years. It's completely broken down.
Okay, with the seats finally out, we can really see how bad this mold is. Now onto the dash. Typical of 1970s Italian electrics, functional but chaotic. Organization is critical. This car has over 3,000 individual parts.
It's getting stripped down to nothing. That's exactly what we need.
HS. We started with the exterior trim, carefully removing the cracked rubber seals and pitted chrome. Finally, with a system. After photographing the connections, we disconnected the fuel lines. The exhaust bolts were seized, needing the torch.
We're attaching the heavy-duty lifting chains to the engine's lift points. The hoist hook is secured. Now, slowly operating the hydraulic pump. This is a good sign. The engine turns. It's not locked up. That means the internals might be salvageable. The clutch is done. We'll replace the entire clutch assembly plus the throwout bearing. While the transmission is out, I'll also replace all the seals and synchros.
Every single suspension and brake component will be replaced or rebuilt. This car will handle like new or better.
This tank can't be reused. I'll have it professionally cleaned and sealed, or I'll buy a new reproduction tank.
This will get rebuilt. New seals, fresh grease, and it'll be smooth again.
The wiring is too far gone. I'll buy a complete reproduction wiring harness from a Lamborghini specialist supplier. It'll be expensive, about $2,500.
Here, and here, these need metal patches. The passenger fender has a crease that needs to be pulled and filled. The rear quarter panel has a rust hole.
Attention to detail now saves headaches later. Every photo is reference material.
This is the first time this chassis has been clean in probably 30 years. Now we can see exactly what we're working with.
These areas will need new metal welded in. I'll cut out the bad sections, fabricate patches from sheet steel, and weld them in. When we put it back together, it'll be better than factory. Disassembly is done. Next phase, rebuilding the engine, and that's where it gets really technical. This is the scary part of any restoration. The car is completely apart. It doesn't even look like a car anymore. Disassembly is done. This is where we see the real condition of the engine's internals. Not as bad as I feared. Let's keep going. Day 15, engine teardown begins. This is where we see the real condition of the engine's internals. Not as bad as I feared. Let's keep going.
Both heads are off. Now we can see the pistons and inspect the cylinder bores. Both heads are off. Now we can see the pistons and inspect the cylinder bores.
This is excellent. The bores are barely worn, only 0.0 millimeters over spec.
The bores are barely worn, only 0.01 to 0.3 millimeters over spec. This engine hasn't been run hard. The internals are in great shape.
Crankshaft looks good. We'll have it professionally measured and polished, but it's usable.
Crankshaft looks good. We'll have it professionally measured and polished, but it's usable.
Look at that. It looks almost new. You can see the factory machining marks in the cylinder bores. Beautiful. Look at that. It looks almost new. You can see the factory machining marks in the cylinder bores. Beautiful.
Money well spent. These heads will seal perfectly and flow air like new.
A balanced rotating assemble is critical for a smooth running engine, especially one that revs to 7,500 RPM like this V12. A balanced rotating assembly is critical for a smooth running engine, especially one that revs to 7,500 RPM like this V12.
Perfect. Zero binding. This thing is gonna run like a Swiss watch.
Perfect. Zero binding. This thing is going to run like a Swiss watch. One mistake here, and the engine will have catastrophic failure. Slow and careful wins.
One mistake here, and the engine will have catastrophic failure. Slow and careful wins.
We tap it gently with the rubber mallet, making sure the crank still spins freely. The bottom end is assembled. This is the foundation of the engine.
The bottom end is assembled. This is the foundation of the engine.
Head bolt torque sequence is crucial. Tighten in the wrong order, and you'll warp the head or crack the gasket.
Head bolt torque sequence is crucial.
Tighten in the wrong order, and you'll warp the head or crack the gasket.
Timing is everything. If this is off by even one tooth, the valves will hit the pistons and destroy the engine. Timing is everything. If this is off by even one tooth, the valves will hit the pistons and destroy the engine.
Webers are finicky, but when set up right, they're amazing. This engine will sound incredible with these singing.
This is what a $15,000 engine rebuild looks like. Every component is new or refurbished. This V12 is better than factory spec.
This is what a $15,000 engine rebuild looks like. Every component is new or refurbished. This V12 is better than factory spec.
This is a work of art.
12 cylinders, 375 horsepower, 8,500 RPM redline. This is what made Lamborghini legendary.
This is a work of art. 12 cylinders, 375 horsepower, 8,500 RPM redline. This is what made Lamborghini legendary.
This is the moment of truth. Getting a transverse V12 back into a Countach is the reverse of a nightmare. Tight clear.
Everything is connected. This engine is ready to fire.
This is the scariest and most exciting moment of any engine rebuild. We've done everything right, but you never know until it fires. Here we go.
It's alive. Listen to that. 15 years silent, and now it's singing again. Unbelievable.
Loading the piston rings gently so they seat properly. After 500 miles, I'll change the oil and filter. Yeah, this is a proper Lamborghini engine.
The front end is now tighter and better handling than it ever was from the factory. The rear suspension is critical on a mid-engine car like this, and it handles the engine's weight and the power delivery. This setup is bulletproof now.
Air in the brake lines means spongy pedal and no stopping power. We're getting every bubble out.
Fuel system is sealed and ready. This car will run clean and reliable.
This cooling system will keep the V12 happy even in traffic or on track days. New wiring means no shorts, no fires, and reliable operation. This is one of the most important upgrades. A smooth clutch engagement is critical for driving enjoyment. This setup will last 50,000 miles easily.
That's the sound of a proper Italian V12. Intoxicating.
These wheels and tires cost $6,500, but they transform the look and handling.
These are the driver's interface with the car. They need to be perfect.
The dashboard is the focal point of the interior. It needs to look factory correct and function perfectly.
These are way more comfortable than the originals, and they look fantastic.
The interior is coming together. It's going to be a nice place to spend time.
Proper seals make a huge difference in driving comfort. No more leaks or whistling wind.
Lighting is safety critical. These are way better than original now.
You could eat off this engine bay. This is how a proper restoration should look.
The underside is where cars rust out. This treatment will protect it for decades.
All mechanical systems are 100%. Now we can focus on making this car beautiful.
This is the hardest part of the restoration. Mechanical work is time-consuming, expensive, and unforgiving. One mistake, and
This is where art meets engineering. Bodywork requires patience, skill, and a willingness to do it over until it's perfect.
Welding is permanent. Once it's welded, grinding and shaping is the only way to fix mistakes, so I take my time.
The floor pan is structural. It can't be weak. This repair is as strong as original.
metalwork is about gradual refinement. You don't fix a dent in one hit, you work it slowly back to shape.
Bondo gets a bad reputation, but used properly, thin layers, sanded properly, it's a professional tool.
Guide coat is the secret to professional bodywork. It shows you exactly where more work is needed.
Fiberglass is strong and light, but it cracks over time. Proper repair makes it stronger than original.
Panel fitment separates a good restoration from a great one. I'm aiming for factory correct gaps, which is tough on a hand-built Italian car. Surface prep is 80% of a good paint job. If the prep isn't perfect, the paint won't be either.
Epoxy primer is the foundation. It seals the metal and gives the paint something to grip.
This is the last chance to fix imperfections. Once the color goes on, it's too late.
Lamborghini colors are legendary, loud, bold, unapologetic. This orange will make the car pop. And
Dust is the enemy in a paint booth. One speck of dust becomes a permanent defect in the paint.
This is the moment. This is when the car transforms.
This is what a $12,000 paint job looks like. The color, the gloss, the depth, it's showroom quality. Even professional paint jobs have minor defects. That's why we color sand and buff.
This is a show quality finish. You can see every detail reflected in the paint.
Every detail matters. Chrome should be perfect, panel gaps consistent, everything aligned.
Lighting is the final touch on the exterior. This car now looks complete. The dashboard is the command center. Everything here must work perfectly.
these seats are worlds better than the originals, more supportive, more comfortable, and they look fantastic. Sound deadening and carpet make a huge difference in driving comfort. This will be a civilized car to drive.
The shifter is one of the most used controls. It needs to feel precise and satisfying.
This wheel is a piece of art. It connects the driver to the car.
The doors are now complete, functional, and stylish.
Headliner installation is tricky. One wrinkle ruins it. This came out perfect.
Modern audio would be out of place here. This period radio keeps the car authentic.
Pedal feel is critical in a sports car. These are positioned perfectly.
Electrics are done. No gremlins, no issues. This car is wired perfectly.
The wheels complete the look. This thing looks ready to attack a racetrack.
Alignment is critical for tire wear and handling. This car will track straight and handle predictably now.
This is it. 6 months of work. Time to drive this thing.
Oh man, this feels good. Everything works.
That was insane. This car is 75 horsepower. Doesn't sound like...
This car handles like a dream. The suspension work paid off. It's planted, confidence inspiring, just phenomenal.
This is the real test, reliability. We drove it hard and everything stayed cool, nothing leaked, nothing broke. The rebuild was done right.
We did it. We took a $700 basket case, a car that had been sitting dead for 15 years, and we brought it.
Details matter. This car needs to be flawless for the reveal.
These badges represent 50 years of automotive legend. They belong on a car this special. Mrs. Harrison, thank you for entrusting me with your husband's dream car. I've restored it to honor his memory. Please keep this $200. You were too generous.
I received your photos. I can't believe it's the same car. Henry would be so proud. Please, I'd love to see it in person. After all these years, I finally brought the Countach back to you, Mrs. Harrison. It's waited a long time to come home.
This was Henry's dream. He talked about restoring it for years, but never got the chance.
I want you to have this, so you remember why you did this.
Every time I look at it, I'll remember that cars are more than metal, they're memories.
Partly, we started with a $700 rust bucket that hadn't run in 15 years. 6 months, $48,000.
For $56,200 total, we have a Countach worth 350 KAs. That's a solid investment.
But this wasn't a weekend project, it was a full-time commitment. But that's what real restoration takes.
What did I learn? Patience, attention to detail, respect for the car and its history. Every time I want...
It had lots of ideas. A lot of people said it couldn't be done, that the car was too far gone, that I overpaid even at $700. They were... Woo! This is why we do this, for moments like this.
The old Countachs are legends. Everyone respects them.
This isn't about awards. It's about preserving history. But recognition is nice.
300,000. 350. It's not for sale. I didn't build this to flip it.
Yeah.
I built it to preserve it and enjoy it.
This is my next rescue.
Restoration isn't just about cars. It's about preserving stories, honoring the past, and keeping history alive.
This is what it's all about.
And there it is, fifth gear at Redline. We just cracked 170 miles per hour. The adrenaline is absolutely incredible right now. We actually gained power walk thanks to the fresh build and tuned carbs.
This is what Italian craftsmanship looks like.
Professional application, perfect thickness. This paint will last decades.
The response has been overwhelming. People love seeing history preserved.
Honestly, not much. Maybe I'd order parts sooner to avoid waiting. But the process was solid.
Start small. Don't tackle a Countach as your first project. Build your skills on simpler cars, learn patience, and always, always do your research.
Gods and purposes. Thank you for following this journey. From a $700 forgotten car to a $350,000 masterpiece.